Hi, I'm MG.Shapoval and you on my channel. Today we have lecture number 1 from my course Working on the Floor. Name of first lecture, Entry into the Floor. As you can guess, you will have not good English next couple hours. But I hope I give you some interesting material for your development your skills in art, basically in writing, screenwriting. So, in introduction part, we talk about common goal, our course. Today we talk about methods and ideas how you must to enter into the flow. Goal current lecture is learn to enter and creative working state qualitatively and for a long period of time. So not only enter into working process, but you must have skills be in creative situation, creative job, a long period of time. Plan. Before you start, idea, first and drafts, sketches, planning, help from outside, and creative labor. These parts we will see today. First, before you start, what is the value of creativity? I think this is main question for every man who begin work in art branches. If you do something for yourself, it's great, but you must find answer about value, because our life is a mix of different ways, and you must choose between them. I will prove myself. It's important when you sit in a room, in your workshop, when you create something. I will prove myself. I will surprise the world. In this case, you wish more than a simple small craft. You dream about when you about your person talk in different sites and maybe newspapers and maybe Facebook, Twitter, and more. I will become great. Yes, you can you have chances, but for this stage you must be a hard worker many years, many decades. And I will enter the party. No, last point is important for young people, where they have similar piercing in the nose, in the ears, and they sense common interests in their lives. And boys meets with girls, yeah. So, what is the value of creativity? Big projects will strengthen your existing set of positive qualities and create new ones, what will raise your self-esteem and your market value. At the same time, you will learn to control your weaknesses for getting the result. So, as you can see, art, this is fight, this is wrestling without stop. So you constantly move forward, you constantly move hard tasks and solve hard tasks every day. Every day you will be better. Every day you remove obstacles and move forward. I want to say next. It's important. Only unique thing filled with effort and soaked the torments of creativity is worth your efforts and your time. So don't spend time for easy things and don't spend time for common things. If we talk about art, if we talk about screenwriting or writing, spend your time for interest ideas for you and for another people, but for you on the first place. You should not just desire superiority of other people, you should prove to everyone what you are capable to produce, at least. At most, what you are unique and perfect. Set yourself big tasks, and by solving them, develop them to a logical end. So I think when you take some project, you must roll through all stages the projects from beginning to the end. I will talk about later about this situation, but I want to say this point now. You must develop your projects to the end. Don't stop in the middle, and of course don't stop when you're already done 80% of volume, for example. Craft, art give you experience, give you confidence, skills, and portfolio. About portfolio, we will talk later too. You must recognize what your skills is, your experience will be with you together or all your life. How am I to find time? I don't know how I found time for write this course. Don't know. No man paid me for this. I done this for other people without money, but I found time. I have a job, I have a family, I have a cat, a dog, I have a football dependence. And I must watch TV set every day for 8 hours. If I don't watch football games 8 hours, I can't sleep, for example. Yeah? How I must solve this problem? What I must to say? Your desire must be stronger than your circumstances. In order to take the first step, you do not need luxurious conditions or financial independence. Give your idea 1 hour per day, and you will see in the future what this idea can you give something more or not. Useful for this idea, useful for you, useful for your family. As soon as you feel what you have started and a progressive positive process, you will be able to allocate time for your project. If the idea really captures you, then you will forget about your very important things. So if you dive into the craft, you forget about another important things, important deals, important calls, sites, movies, and the sense inside you, pleasure, warm, you sense interest, your eyes spark, your eyes shine when you create something interesting things. I think you must pay attention to this stage in your body and in your brain. Your eyes are shining. Return about time. Plan ahead. You can move mountains, you can roll mountains when you have a plan. About planning we will talk in this part of my course. Do I have enough patience? Of course you have. You have patience, I am sure. If you never created anything before, I have never created anything before, what I must do? You must to sit at the table and start your work, start your project. This is absolutely small fair, and if you talk me, I have never created anything before, this is not a big problem. Spend today 1 hour, tomorrow 1 hour, and if you will move such algorithm, so you will better than 70% people. So when you spend one time for your business, for your art, your craft, you grow day by day. How to work without a guarantee of success? This is art, this is risk, and sometimes we don't get results for our craft. Every creative man has material what he never or she never sold in the future and in the past, but material what cannot find the buyers give you experience. Take this and do it. Don't think about success or not success. I may not get paid. Yeah, this is a risk too for you, for your family, and you will more sure about check when you grow as a master of your craft. Unlikely I can work for hours. You can. You can, if you can play in games hours, many hours in a row, so you can create something new. So for me, my craft is a game. I love computer games, and I love write something new um, all my life. If you, for example, take spend many time in a gym, so you can create something interesting, I'm sure. So find inside your experience periods when you spend many hours in a row. You will have enough patience. The goal and rewards for achieving it will stimulate you. Your resistance and negative emotions will disappear as soon as you enter into the flow and feel the pleasure of working. So, don't sense fear before before beginning new project. And don't dig you in a pit, in a deep hole, and when you spend many time for searching some question what you cannot solve, you never moves from current place. How to develop the ability to keep concentration on a task for a long time is the topic of the next lecture. So we will talk about a situation when you must save your concentration, save your attention for a long period of time. So you will have enough patience if the work becomes a pleasure for you. Sometimes people think, what for? In this case, you must find answer for yourself. If you didn't it, in this case, you cannot do creative work in the future. So every man finds something for himself, for in his direction, in his branch. I don't have the talent. What I must to say, to talk you, desire is stronger than giftedness. Of course, you must have some features, suitable features for this branch. For example, if you're a painter, you must paint something in your childhood. But sometimes people haven't some giftedness, and but they find ways for develop their skills, and in the end, our skills give for us some money, some pleasure. I'm so fickle. What can I say? What can I do? Re-educate yourself. If your desire is very high, so in this case you can change something inside you and find ways for develop. Oh, without accent, I think I sounds better for you. Okay, small cartoon, points change their places, and slide conclusion. Slide creative projects require discipline, composure, dedication, and the generation of new solution from a person. If any desire matches within you, you have an incentive to move in the chosen direction. You see the value of your project in the future, when you will be able to realize your plan. So you see the value of your project in the future, when you will be able to realize your plan. We will get first medal of honor if you while with me. I give you this medal. After a short break, we continue our mental exercises. Idea. I think you must remember, when you have some treasure thought in your hand, you must write it one line. If you can do it in this case, you can continue. Examples of short line. People stop sleeping. It's drought. Water is only underground. Social networks are prohibited. Everyone needs to donate blood. As you can see, here ideas for screenplays, and you can do next step when you more wider describe your idea. So the idea must be described in just 1 or 2 sentences. If you are having difficulty with wording, you should take some time to make the idea clear, first of all, for yourself. And in the future, this ready phrase helps you to contact with another people when you must explain your idea quickly. So remember, short description makes the idea clear. Next step about your idea: is the novelty global or applied? What is this? New style, new engine, new dance movement, or new form of repentance? As you can assume, dance movement, I think this is only my point of opinion. My opinion is easiest of the 4th examples here. Why? Because you can write some short and then replace it in YouTube. Another people look at this, they get enjoy and join to your party, your movement. So, if your goal local, In this case, as usually, you will get success. If you want to create something unusual, big, something what can change all the world, in this case, you must be ready to sacrifice your time, your life, maybe your family, your health. And here you must wait, you must choose, or maybe you must find middle way where you have your life and when you create your absolutely perfect project. Now we can see many examples in YouTube when people and they spend their their days for achieve their goals. If your project doesn't look like well-known things, then it will be extremely difficult to implement it, because an inertia in the minds of businessmen takes place. Projects are containing a little novelty and packaged in a generally accepted form in the industry, as a rule, are easily implemented. Important. Don't strive to grasp the immensity. If you are at the beginning of the journey, be ready to do small things for modest money. With experience, you can rise to the level of your own ambitions. So, a modest goal has a high chance of success. A high, lofty goal requires sacrifices. These thoughts don't give me peace. It's not bad. More I think it's necessary for success. Sometimes you can think, here it's necessary, best of all, something do. I finally understood. It will be magnificently. So sometimes in your head ideas spark like lamps, and you must catch these moments. In many ways, new extraordinary things are the fruit of your brain, playing with different combinations. If you generate any new move, don't forget it, think about it, see what can come of it. It's useful to sit for a couple of hours in silence with a pencil and a sheet of paper making sketches. So, if you catch in your brain something, sit at a table and prepare sketches. If you come to the conclusion that the idea is not worth the effort to spend on it, when it will die as a result of natural selection in your head, if it remains alive, then you need to find time to implement it. Yes, sometimes we travel somewhere and you wake up in a hotel and in your brain new waves, new wind, open new doors and new window in your head. Catch this. For example, for composers, people who create new music, they constantly write something new melodies, because they sometimes they cannot remember these melodies through 1-2 hours. I think the idea should be implemented if it doesn't give you peace of mind, and at the same time you believe in useful for yourself and for society. So if you have thoughts, you must find time for deep thinking. Usually, for young people, I dream about many things. Develop most interesting topic for you, and you cannot lead many projects as creator. You must take time for main line, and another things of course you can do, but if they don't give you money or pleasure or another prizes, move away them and do it only main things, main project. I have thoughts, but I don't need anything. In this case, you must find for you some motivation, dominance, positioning, and in this case, you begin move. I have 3 desires at once. For beginners, I think move from easiest to hardest, it's the best way. Conclusion of the slide. The idea should be implemented only if you repeatedly return to it. It must itch in your head from time to time. Spontaneous reflections about a topic of your interest will be the first sign that you are ready to enter the flow. If the idea has captured you, do it. You don't have tomorrow, only today. My 3 decades of my creative stage, of course they continue, but I recognize that this is not a very long period. During high level of interest to the idea, it's necessary to support your own impulse with a real action, synopsis, sketch, diagram, drawing. We will get a second middle for corner, purple heart. Yeah. Russians drink tea with spoon with teaspoon in a cup. Fears and doubts. Look, did somebody do something like this? One man or team? How long did it take? What about education and talent of forerunner? Do you need investments? If we talk about writing in any form, if we talk about paint. Here you don't need investments. But if you're inventor, or maybe you're sculptor, maybe you're builder, architect, in this case you must know how you get money. But on the first stage, for all people who create something new, this is only table, only sheet of paper. If analogs of your idea exist, you can be sure what the project is realizable. Most likely, you don't know about the existence of similar things. Reinventing the wheel is undesirable. Do research, look at the success of other people you get to work. This remark is critical for inventors. So, if yes, the project can be done. If not, you will be the first, you will be number one. I have not found enough resources. It's quickly, its situation appears many times. And what we have here, I have bills. I don't want to borrow money. I haven't knowledge. I must have my own time. And here we must do our choice between these ways. Sell a sketch, a prototype, a first part. Projects with long time and significant financial cost are difficult to implement. Try not to take on volumes that scare you. On the one hand, the fair can help you move forward significantly. The higher risk, the more seriously you should take planning. So if you put in your project big sum of money, you must think about planning. If your idea is big, make a part, show something what can be appreciated. You may attract investors. In stock market, you must listen to this words roadshow. So presentation, calls, and another relationships between people. Can I do a thing clearly and beauty? What here I must to say? Be consistent, work on clarity, give new pictures constantly. People, viewers or readers, they don't like read or look at some one picture. You must change obstacles constantly. Be in trend. Sometimes this is not true, but typically, if you create something extra new, editors or publishers don't give you a chance. More easy way, create something popular, and then, if you want, you can develop your universe, your views, your philosophy. In our case, education, consultation, and criticism help you. Search next things. The idea is valued, not repackaging. You should have packaging, but most of the time you should devote to the project itself and not its design. First of all, originality is required from you, and only secondly, environment, design, colors, conversations, etc. Even if your first experience will cause criticism from professionals, do not be afraid and do not stop. If you get feedback, then you are already interesting. Pump your skills and move forward. If you will get answer from editors or publishers or another representative people in industry, it's already a good thing, good signal for your career. I can't get better than my idol. You can, because he or she became better on. No problem here. I think they fragments and make mistakes. Everyone else has the same problems. So when you swing from one side to another side, when you create something new, it's okay. It's a usual working process in the creativity. I'm scared to step up. I'm zero. Don't scare. All things were created by someone. Someone create your furniture, your house, and your plates, forks, spoons. Main feature here, I think, don't stop, don't freeze in front of start line. You must cross this line and begin create. Fears and doubts will disturb you at the beginning of your creative way, as well as in situation when you give your estimation your material in the process. Doubting is okay. It's worse when you do not criticize your own level of development and are going to conquer the world only with what the nature originally laid in you. Being gifted is not enough for the win. You also need to be stubborn. For people who more stubborn initially, process of creation new things more easy. This is only my opinion. So such people ready fight for success. Next part. sketches. Sketches. Capture a moment. I already talked about this, but we return to this point at the gym, on the walk, on the beach, at the cinema. In any place where you live, your brain can give you a new idea. Sometimes interest effects give you next situation when you listen music or watch movie, TV show. You think, oh, I see nice actor or actress, and maybe if I take this person and put him or her in another circumstances, I can create something new and give a chance for myself, for example, for yourself. Inspiration is important at the beginning. Do not try to think about the fact what some idea should come to your mind right now. From a certain level of brain development and the emergence of new connections between neurons, interesting and often extraordinary thoughts will begin to synthesize themselves. Your task is to separate the wheat from the chaff only. Let us indicate the differences between the solution of specific problem, for example in engineering, and the emergence of a new idea. The solution to the problem, as a rule, can be found, but for creation something new, you need get the insight and the inspiration that follows it. So, insight and inspiration important at the beginning. Appreciate this moment. They will give you energy. Energy, charge. You will be more sure in your win. Brainstorm. In a bed, while traveling, during the dinner, while running, in all cases. Sketch various options for developing your idea. Let them exist on the paper beginning, and some of them will be insane. Working with different variants of a wolf of your idea will help you draw the quality blueprint. Make sure what the initial momentum what you received during the insight becomes stronger as you add new branches to it. Ideally, the project should grow, develop and finally bloom. You should always have a bright picture in front of your eyes. Any dimming of colors will tell you what this place we need to be working on. Consider ways of development. Away the weak. Ripened desire. Set yourself up to win. Provide conditions. Feel the fire inside. It's important. Take the first step. I think next. Try to accumulate energy inside you. It helps to develop your project. Before we start, useful to do nothing in the material world from a week to a couple of months. Things in this time. Just think about your idea. When you should choose the day and hour when you begin to make first sketches. For example, on weekends, time when no one will disturb you. Dive into your world deeply as you can possibly do it. And spend many times, many hours for first step. When you accumulate more energy, sit at the table and begin your adventure. You can read and watch something on a topic what interests you. It rarely makes sense to share your plans with anyone, since the person with whom you begin to communicate will be outside your process of thinking, but not inside it. If you want to discuss your idea, do it with someone who is not a competitor, but is interested in success. For me, find such people not easy, and usually I work only with my thoughts. But I can assume that in other branches of art, sometimes you must discuss with another people what you want to do. Remember, first step must be right. What we talk about next situation. My idea is in fog. It's okay. Details will begin to appear in process. You will continue sit in the fog while you not start do something. I started and stopped. Everything faded. Do next attempt. Usually, if you have no practice, you must try to enter into the flow many times. So you start write something, and when you read your text, you don't understand how you create such thing. I'm not sure I'm going in the right direction. First time you cannot know because you haven't experienced, but confidence will come with experience, but it will never be absolute, because this is art. This is not engineering. This is not science, and of course in science we sometimes can result too. This is not production where you use algorithms. In first moment you haven't nothing. So the energy accumulated inside you should allow you to create a significant backlog in your work in a short period of time. The process is similar to an explosion. There is nothing wrong with overworking, being passionate for the first few days. Let the inspiration guide you to the victory. You probably will not even notice the time. You will begin entry into the flow. So this condition when we don't remember about time, about our circumstances, and we dive into the process. Planning. Short or detailed plan. Here already we have some typical advices. One paragraph idea, project stage, 1-page description, 3-5 detail pages. In planning, move from describing the essence of an idea in one paragraph or even a sentence to a detailed plan which contains main stages of your future project. Your previous experience is no reason to neglect planning. Be ready to improve your projects many times. For example, to optimize cost or to build a more correct logical chains. You will change your original plan. Adjusting and replacing is part of a creative work. Yes, sometimes we must reduce something, but every change must move you to the finish. Detailed plan is better. Particulars are not important. Don't step aside from basic idea. Each step should take you closer to the goal. Keep proportion. Important acts should occupy more space. Check the logic. The appearance of every unit or cell must be reasonable. Highly recommend you check and criticize yourself. When you check your things, you grow. Remember what any excesses and additions of minor things can make the project unnecessarily expensive, long in execution, and most importantly not interesting. So you move aside from main line. Don't try to get back on the road after you are in the bushes. You will have to roll back in order not to lose the integrity and harmony of the project. If you see the plan is not good, rewrite the plan. Deviation from the original plan can cause stupor in the process. You need to take some time for introspection. Why did it happen? Be ready to different obstacles. Your brain is a not perfect machine. Sometimes you will meet crosses some unlogical situations. They appear in your brain and you constantly must search what you do at the current moment. Keep focus. Be mindful of time and budget. More experienced creators, they have already some railways and some tables. They know what they must do, and more important, they have all the stages in their head, so they already passes all these situations. If you beginner, you must be ready for hard work, for hard wrestling, for achievement new stage of your development. Next, creation conditions for victory. As you can see, I sit at a table. In the armchair, I have light, I have microphone, and I created new video. So I created perfect conditions for my working process. For long project, highly important, know and remember plan. Moreover, you must recognize your ability to work, how many sentences, how many letters you can print, you can type every day. Take time for creative. After preparation, dive into business without doubts. So sometimes, you can buy new mouse, new keyboard. Maybe you, if you sculptor or designer, you can buy new tools, new special kits for your sphere. Highly recommend you. You need to see all stages before start. For young people, it's more difficult. I recognize it, but try imagine in your head all your stages. Everything goes wrong. My plan doesn't work. You must do mental exercise with a connection conceived done. Plan, suddenly I want to change something. Yes, sometimes this situation appear and all people love change something. But here only one question. This is cost of this change. If you change something one time, it's not bad. 2 times, not bad. But if you change, for example, begin part constantly, or you cannot move forward. If I know everything in advance, it will not be interesting to work. it's deep mistake. Every day you must be remove obstacles, you must be move forward, and this is not a clear process. When we dive in our tasks, in our things, we every day find something something unusual, problems, and we must think constantly. For example, people who write humor for another people, where I think many variants remove something, add something, change, while they not find optimal and funny moments for their speeches. The plan is made for stability creative process. If you are a professional at your craft, you can't afford to redo is because time is money. Change something, redo, change something, redo, step back, redo, and it's in this case you cannot stay a long time in your sphere. If you do a new project for yourself, the lack of a plan forces you to spend time, effort, and nerves on redoing. Take care of your health. Don't rush to get started. Write a plan. I understood sometimes it's so difficult to write plan when you want to start write or start create new composition, but if we talk about professional job or about professional way, in this case planning is absolutely important thing. Find patience, 2 stage rest. Here you can see how you can create your plan. 1 line, 1 paragraph, stages, 1 page, and 3, 4, 5 pages describing, and here plus drafts, sketches, blueprints, hints, ideas, I don't know, some articles in the net with links. Pick up all material. Help from outside. Some people shy invite somebody to the process, and in this case they try do all operations self, but this is not right. Sometimes you must to invite another people. I don't have another knowledge. Look, science fiction without science is a fantasy. Detective without details is an author's failure. A project outside industry standards is an eccentricity. We are flying towards Mars. This is just a general idea. If you not haven't knowledge, you can't move. Sometimes you can change your position and cross something, some difficult moment in creativity. It's correct when you remove moments which you can understand. But if you want to improve your masterpiece, you must find information. Network, reference books, textbooks, articles, any source must help you. I don't have experience. Me too. I haven't been in a submarine. I didn't have surgery. I didn't catch snakes. I didn't drive Ferrari. Yes, I didn't, and but open any video service and you can see many different TV shows when actors dive enter into one role in another, and they are agents, they are policemen, they are lawyers, and they are bandits. How they find information? Now I'll show you how. Documentary and educational films, interviews with event participants, video hostings, autobiography, personal communication with those who took part in certain events. All these acts will help you to gain knowledge about that exactly a person feels in a particular situation. Small example. You must hear about Russian writer Leo Tolstoy. In Russian, Lev Tolstoy. So the writer sits near a man who ill long time already, and he's died, and in the last moment of life, this man, Tolstoy, asked him describe what this man sense at the moment. Not bad, yeah? If you don't have experience, use memories of eyewitnesses. I don't know how to do it. In this case, help from outside help you move forward. I need a editor. As a writer, I must say sometimes it's I hire an editor. I need a painter. I need an interpreter. I need a lawyer. If you sense what your project lost quality without consulting, take consulting. If you sense, if you're sure what better you spend your time and remove some obstacles, spend time. Here every man in his or her situation, and maybe rich man can allow you hire somebody. Poor man cannot hire some professional, and if you know in the future what sector of knowledge which you don't know now, but these things useful for you in the future, spend time for self-education. Feel free to invite experts. Why did I get into all this? I do not know anything. Yes, for what? Answer your own question. Your strong desire, be writer, be sculptor, be actor, lead you through any problems, and you begin grow in your branch, in your craft. Desire stronger than any problem in your life and in your career. I am constantly with a phone. I have a business. What I must say? In this case, you hire another people and give them idea, and they try to make you more rich than you now are. Someone is late. Someone breaks deadline. When you work in a team, sometimes, yes, somebody not good man. Remove this man, such man. Demand discipline from yourself and others. I can suppose what inventor, for example, have not only his own blueprints, but he hire crafts for creation, some details, some parts of his new thing. To overcome the obstacles and doubts which have arisen, all resources are good. If you can't find the information yourself, ask your friends, acquaintances, and colleagues. If you need support, find persons who are master of their crafts. Last chapter. Creative labor. Can I capable create? Did you build pyramids with cubes in childhood? Did you sculpt with plastilin? Did you draw pictures? Did you build a hut? I think yes. If you did something when you was a child, why you can't return to such acts when you became more adult? You can. Remember, our brain doesn't like to work, but it loves to play. The more new experience, the better. Almost all people can build a shelter, create household items and tools. And in order to make life more fun, they put an ornament on the walls, embroider dresses, and paint plates. The craving for beauty is sown in every person. We all love something unusual, different from others. The desire to stand out not only due to the quality of a created object, but also due to its design give impetus to the development of the arts. So people in fashion industry use these features in full program. Of course, yes, you can create, every man creates something. Question only in quality. You can create poetry, you can create new machines, you can create new games. Question only in quality, your professional skills. Can I create new thing constantly? As you can guess, I must say no. Your age, your experience, your health, your giftedness. So no, great brains must rest too. How hard is it? I'm not sure. I'm crawling into some kind of hole. Why? Should I walk every day or not? Others will do better, but I will not earn anything. What if I go crazy? I don't know. Crazy am I or not? If you do your job with pleasure, it will not be hard. When I was 5 years, I painted an airplane. It's all. You just don't try one more. Because you remember this situation and this mental block for next for your development in your life. Exist professions with high stable income. Yes, they are. This is true. Many rare talents perish in offices. What if I do not become a great? My years will pass. Became a pro. Forget about greatness or leave it for later. If you enter in upper 30 persons or professionals, in this case, you always have money for your life. Look at screenwriters. Only small part of them get a high level of their income, but middle exists too. So people create something new, sell it, and live their lives. And this situation in every branch of art. When we talk about sculptors, architects, fashion industry, exist only small quantity of highly talented people with absolutely highest income, and the usual people find their branches too. about creative labor. An increasing percentage of people will have to engage in creative activities, as machines will do the hard work. Our civilization is moving away from the use of people in production, transport, and trade. You already can see robots like sellers. And last month, ChatGPT, its first news on all sites in the net. Creative work takes a large number of hours, but also gives extraordinary results. And moreover, creative works give you people chance rest from their problems in their real life. If this is your first or second experience, then appreciate the acquired skills in it, not the reward. By developing your creative skills, you can guarantee yourself a place under the sun in the present and in the near future. And we make conclusion of the first lecture. Conclusion of the first lecture. First, your quality start will be a good foundation for the whole project. Remember, first step must be wide. The process of putting your ideas into practice should inspire thrill and desire to move forward. Start to feel the rhythm and pace of work. And when you catch yourself in this moment, maybe later, maybe after first long working section, this is the seed of all creative job, all creative work. When you dive, when your desire force you your body work for creation something new. Thank you for attention. I hope we will see on lecture number 2. Good luck. Goodbye.